Right, there we go. Just got a coffee in front of me. Hi, everyone. Right. Hang on, fiddling with something. Not my penis. Hang on. Just checking my phone. Yeah, hi. Welcome to your Tuesday, everyone. I hope you're all okay. To give an overview of what my plan is today, hell, for my plan this week, I'm working on Valheim bullshittery. I'm cutting it together, still. Normally the cutting phase for bullshittery is probably no greater than a week. It depends on if I've got the clips ready on the timeline. What's taking so long, well, what's caused it to go into the second week is the fact that it's much, much bigger. So your typical bullshittery is about 10 minutes long. This one looks to be more like 45 to 50 minutes long, owing to the fact that it's more like an abridged playthrough than a true bullshittery. So the first playthrough of Valheim, hang on, where I've taken I think 44 live streams that we did in total for the first village. So I'm going through them, picking the jokes, putting them roughly chronologically, and now I'm sort of trying to tie them together in a way that flows smoothly. Now, still, that's a lot to try and edit, so, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, whether or not, that's many months of animation, so I might see about perhaps getting a bit of help, maybe. No short 10-minute bullshitteries this. This is multiple back-to-back bullshitteries. Anyway, so yeah, it's going fine. No great crises to mention, frankly. Just everything's going smoothly. Tell you what I did do this morning, though. Hang on, let me just sip this coffee. Tell you what I did this morning. I came back and after walking Lulu, I was in a bit of a sort of like a... I had a moment of ugh when I noticed how grubby some of the places in the bungalow actually were. Just clothes not in the right places, and the kitchen was a bit filthy. So I decided to just go on a cleaning spree for the last hour and a half. I've just been rushing around the bungalow, moving stuff and cleaning stuff, and giving the kitchen a good scrub. So now it's pretty damn clean. Also, I took a moment to make these. Hang on, not that. Yeah, I took a moment to, so I went off on a dog walk to a supermarket where I picked up some flat tortillas, and I still had some filling left over from the previous meal prep of burritos. So I made a whole bunch more burritos and stuffed them in the freezer. Meal prep, basically. Super duper easy. Just cooking up a bit of meat and some spices and some onion. What else is there? Some navy beans from my garden, which I grew, which are dried from last year. They'll keep forever. They're dried and sealed in a Tupperware pot. So what else is in there? Some cabbage, also from my garden. Some salsa, some chili jam, and what else is there? Whole bunch of things, really. Just sort of mixed together in a big saucepan and then spooned ladle by ladle into the middle of a tortilla, a warm tortilla, and then rice as well, thank you, forgot about the rice. Tomato as well. So mix them all together and, so put them in the middle of a tortilla, wrap them up, put them in foil, put them in the freezer. So now, whenever I need lunch or whatever, I just walk over, grab one, take it out the foil, it's just a frozen block, put it in the microwave for about 10 minutes on low power, wrap it back up in the foil again, and we're done. Yeah, chili jam, fuyo. So I open up the tortilla and I sort of like coat the outer edge with it. And then I fill the topping, then put the salsa on top, and then wrap it up. But yeah, so that's what I was doing a few minutes ago, just preparing a bunch of burritos. Have I tried making my own jam? Absolutely, SD Pepper. Last summer, in fact, we had an absolute bumper crop of wild blackberries. So I ended up picking like 8 jars of the stuff and sort of boiled it down into an angry saucepan mix. And filled a bunch of jars. I've still got one. I've got one last jar left. Still good. Use the air fryer, less soggy, Malkesh. For which part? What, reheating the burrito? Wouldn't it make it dry? Ugh. I'll give it a go, but I don't really want a dry burrito. Thank you, Yonks and Eternal Pilgrim. Thank you very much, both of you. I'll give it a go. Right, I'm just going to continue the game. Cool, I'll give it a go, Malkesh. Hi there, heavy moron. How's Lulu? See for yourself. She has flopped. She's had some painkillers. She's had some cuddles. She's had some treats. Now she flops in her bed and goes for a snooze. Yeah. She's okay. She's fine. Right. Okay. So, so for those joining, the plan is to continue Valheim bullshittery from 1 o'clock. That's my goal, pretty much in this chair, for the rest of the day. Until then, I'm just going to do a bit of Captain of Industry, which appears to be a sort of Settlers meets Factorio, maybe Tropico as well. So, villagers you can't really see, apart from when they're in vehicles, going about their business, but also the Factorio sort of assemblers and conveyor belts. But they're sort of delivering resource. I must admit, the tone is very odd. It's a very odd tone. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to capture here, because we're a modern cargo ship which is landing on a land which is not post-apocalyptic, but nevertheless we're attracting refugees? It's called refugees. Not workers, foreign workers, refugees. And they're living in container houses, and then later on you upgrade the battleship with the ship with guns. I'm not sure what, like, if it's like this is what first world countries do, but they don't, they don't build battleships and have refugees. Yeah, you have immigrants come in, immigrant workers or contractors. Strange. Anyway. And certainly the company doesn't, get guns on their ships. That's what the militaries are for. Hang on. Or at a push, private military contractors, if you're really out in the sticks. Right. Okay. So let's continue. So what were we doing? Yeah. So the spaghetti begins because I finally unlocked the conveyor belt system. So I moved. What's this over here? Yeah, so I moved my blast furnaces for my iron production, so iron scrap and iron ore. Looks like we have a bit of a coal shortage. Do we? Not necessarily. We've got plenty of coal. So how can I actually see the stats? That's trade. That's the tutorial. What's that? World map? No. I'm looking for like overall consumption and production stats. What's that there? Notifications on completed research. Alerts. Okay. Sorry, what was that? Sorting plant may collapse due to uneven terrain. Oh my god, what the fuck? The one that we just built. Okay. Right. On the right side, is it? Heavy rain. Pause menu. Oh, here. There we go. Okay, so coal. How can I actually read it? So 100 years, 10 years. Okay, do I just have a flat number? So what is that? Is that the total amount of coal that I have over the last year? 34? Or is that being produced? Total production. Total quantity. That's what I want. There we go. So my total quantity of coal. Okay. So yeah, coal's on its way back up. Alright, so that's where I go if I need to see more. So it's not being fed, presumably because we've got, too few vehicles, so extremely busy. Okay. So it's probably a good idea to try and get it automated. Yeah, instead of making 3 separate trips by the vehicles. Right. It's probably a good idea if I try to get an input for coal. I presume the right way to do it is do loose storage for coal here. Right. And then from there, perhaps break it out into a U-shaped connector, which is like a bowl. Okay, stick that there. And then there should be 3 of these. So U-shaped conveyor. Sorry, 1 minute. My phone just warbled. It could be my neighbour. My neighbour needs to talk to me about something today. I can't say what it is because it's their business and it's private. Oh, they got it sorted. Brill. Cool, they don't need me. Cool. All good? Right, so hang on a minute. So let's see if I can put in these U-shaped conveyors. So we need to raise it a smidge. So go here. That's R to rotate it, isn't it? How do we raise it? So So we needed to go over, not join. E? That goes up each time, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, hang on. It's a little bit awkward, frankly. I see, so it needs a minimum amount of space to climb up a slope. That's what's going on there. Okay, so presumably like that, and then we go down, I guess? Yeah, okay, so it looks like it needs a minimum distance that I need to account for. Okay. So, then this one. So minimum distance I need to account for. So let's go here. No, don't do that. Back up. Up. There we go. Then this way, and then down, if we can. No, I've got to cross all the way. It's kind of strange. Oh, this is going to be proper spaghetti, I'm afraid. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Good morning, Jinx. I hope you're very well. Right. Let's go this way. Right. Then we go up like that. Yeah, cracking on. Busy, busy, busy. There we go. I had it. Working on the... I'm working on the Valheim bullshittery. It's going quite well. I've found myself laughing at it many times. It's a bit of a gentle comedy, mind you. It does make me worry a little bit. Because it's less ha-ha belly laugh moments and more sitcom-style comedy with a bunch of Vikings bickering about stupid shit. So hopefully it's funny. Hopefully. We'd all love to be our own critics. Thank you, Mag. Thank you very much, Mag. Yeah, hopefully. So, unfortunately, though, it looks to be one hell of an effort. So, yeah, it could be a bit tricky to bring it to fruition. Good morning, Chinny. I hope you're very well. Okay, so how many well, hang on, we need this special... Yeah, we need these construction parts, which we don't have that many of. We certainly need to expand them. So regular construction parts... Well, it looks like, yeah, so our main limitation is just construction parts right now, isn't it? Okay, looks like we're also waiting for limestone over here. So, concrete slabs even. So what's the problem here? Concrete slabs... It seems fine. Perhaps we just need to expand the number of kilns? I think. So the entity needs... hang on, 77%. Can I get an overview of the amount of concrete slabs we're producing? So our quantity seems to be staying under 100. Maybe it climbed a little bit over the last 10 years. Okay. Fifi says, I think I've unlocked advanced concrete. Let's have a look at that then. So, 1 second. Copper research, stockpile diesel. Where's the research bay? Over here. We should probably move this. Well, I can probably live there for a minute. Open research. Right, basic diesel, ramps, conveyor belts, advanced concrete. Remove from the queue. Looks like we're still working on it. We're still working on crop rotation for the sake of feeding my people. Okay. So for now, let's simply do this. Do the easy thing and simply expand the kilns. We'll just get like another 2 of them. So what does it require? So that's the limestone out. No, wait, limestone in. Okay, so where does the limestone actually go? It goes from here, doesn't it? So let's put down... Let's put down another quick couple. Right. Here and here. And then we'll have a... Damn it, I really should have flipped this the other way. Well, this time, we can do it now. Remove the kilns. Remove all of these kilns. We'll rethink this. There we go. Right, get rid of all of that. Close that. So this is the limestone output. So send that limestone output directly into a storage... Well, no, this can be its own storage location. I'm lacking water, not kilns? Was I? It looked like it had some water left. Hang on, do I have the ability to... Okay, no, it's just rainwater harvesters for now. Okay. So hang on, so from here, this is going to go into conveyor belts. I believe, well, probably just make one for the moment. So U-shaped connectors for gravel material. Okay, so U-shaped connector from here to here, right? And then this can go to 3 different kilns for now, should we say? So, where should we put this? Is there enough room here? Kiln. Right, kiln. So it needs coal in. Okay, so we could do a similar story with the coal, couldn't we? Oh, no, there needs to be room for water, too. It'd be a bit tight. No, I can build there. That's not the edge of it. Okay. So, let's put 1, and then we'll start doing the other ones around it. So, go to U-shaped connector. You will go here. And then you need to be coal in, don't you? So put another U-shaped connector here. Thank you, Belze. Thank you very much there, Belze. Put down a storage container for loose storage coal. Its input. Did I remember to do that on the other side? Let's have a quick look. I did not. Coal. Please deliver coal to that location. All right. So, coal goes here. Then coal will travel from here to here. Right, then get split up to each kiln. So start with this one. Oh, cool. It does it automatically. Just click, click. Done. It's convenient. Thank you, Belze. That's very kind of you, Belze. Thank you for doing that, Belze. That's very, very generous of you. Okay, smokestack for the pollution will go here. And then water input will go here. So presumably we also need some sort of pipe connector. There we go. Right. Cool. Pipe input for the rain. And goes there. That makes just a little bit of room. Make it go there. Okay. And then I should just be able to duplicate this with the blueprint key. And then just click on the outputs. That's all I need to do, I think. So, what's that? That's for the actual limestone. So, limestone in. Aha. Have I squeezed it too tight? Nuts. Okay, I think I have. I should have left way more room. We can't get a limestone input over here. That's coal. This is also coal. Okay, so how am I going to sort this? I don't think I can. I think I've made it all too tight, haven't I? Why don't I copy? Can I cut? Cut. The whole thing down? How well does it tolerate? Terrain too high. Can make a little bit of space. Jinx says, did you hear that this isn't really me from YouTube, but an AI agent simulating me? Oh, yes, you've just reminded me that I got a response back from my accountant. Oh my god. Like, I don't like my accountant. I never have. But they seem to have really reached new heights of terrible. They're trying to get an AI to do the accounting stuff, and they don't want to say it. So when I sent an email explaining, look, there are 260... Like, you upload your bank statement, your business bank statement, and then their system is meant to use an AI to automatically identify the things, but it wasn't doing it, you see. So I was having to go through 230 entries going, okay, this is to Adobe. That's obviously a subscription for software. This one is to, you know, a name of an internet service provider. That's obviously the business internet. And I sent this email to them, and I got this basic email response back, and it was essentially, without trying to say it, was like, oh yes, we're implementing an auto service, but so you just need to click through the manual bits. And so essentially, the answer was, you're training an AI, but it's shite right now. And then I asked them another question. I'm just going to check my email because I'm fascinated to hear their response. In fact, sorry. Actually, chat, maybe you can help me with this, because maybe this must be something that other YouTubers have had a problem with. Hang on. Where is it? Where's the email? Ah, hang on. No, that's the old response. Okay, so here's my problem. My accountant software identifies incoming money and outgoing money, right? Now, the outgoing money you need to specify is either personal, like it's going to your personal bank account, or an expense, like... you're buying computer hardware for your workstation. All of that is easy. But what's weird is that the accountancy software now wants me to declare incoming money, which is fine, that's business income, but it wants me to attach an invoice. But I do crowdfunding with like Patreon. There's no invoice. It doesn't work like that. So what do other YouTubers do? Previously, I never needed to input an invoice. So I wonder if other people have encountered this problem. Anyway, so I sent a question to the accountant saying, what do I do? There have never been invoices. It doesn't really work like that. Yeah. Well, I did, Bone Dead, and then they responded back saying, you need to attach your invoices. Yeah, maybe I'm just speaking to a bot. Jinx, if I don't like my accountant, why am I still with them? Because the accountants provide a service, and once I click that file with HMRC button, I want to forget about them for 12 months. The energy and effort required to change accountant, upload all bank statements for several, I presume, at least 2 business years, and explain everything again is quite a lot of effort versus just fucking fix it, and then I'll submit. Don't YouTube and Twitch provide a payout document for tax reasons? Does that count as an invoice, FireEye? I can ask. I don't think Twitch give me anything like that, do they? It just goes to their... Oh, damn it. I can't remember. My brain's gone spongy. They had a payment middleware service. I think it's different now. Anyway, this is properly spaghetti, what I've done here. Let's, hang on. Let's try and identify what I was trying to do. So the limestone is coming in. Yeah, so I made it too cramped here. So let me delete that one, so I can see what I'm doing. It's a shame that I've got to wait for the trucks. Yeah, that's what I thought, Gnerf. I mean, I've been doing it that way for years. For years and years. What's different is that the accountant is trying to make their own software now with AI. In fact, you know what? Let me just get rid of all of it. Hang on. So I can see what I'm doing. Just do it again. While they're doing that, go do something else. Right, let the trucks do that. Oh, Thiefy says I can use Unity to skip the trucks. That's fine. They won't take them long. Right. What do I need? Some more construction parts. I need to get like a road or some shit. How's the research? Advanced concrete's on it now. Okay. Copper production. Oh yes, hang on. Connected to... Yeah, so over here I was working on the copper... Yeah, copper electrolysis. So waiting for materials. More construction parts. Okay, that's what we're trying to solve here. Alright. Oakcake says, do you get an invoice receipt from Patreon, Twitch? Can you send those? Maybe, I guess, somewhere in the back end? There must be something I can download. But the question is, does that count as an invoice? Panda says, for real though, he's been complaining about the accountant for years. Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Yeah. They have been spectacularly useless. Take care, Silverhive. Have a good one. Sorry, on track. I'm just trying to get my... Everything's a bit bottlenecked in the game right now because I need the construction parts to do anything. I've got 32. I see. Are they all being transferred into construction parts too? Because I don't think I want that, do I? Is there a way to set a limit on the number of... Where are they? So set recipes. So construction parts. I wonder if there's a way to set some sort of limit. So construction parts here. Breakdown. Yes, Space Putu. It's a logistics type game, very similar. Okay. Is there a way to set some sort of limit here? Must be a way. Thank you, Eol. Thank you very much there, Eol. Maintenance, fuel, pollution, unity, workers, health, food. Everyone loves potatoes. They really loved them that day. I don't know. Oh, hang on. What's this there? Oh, no, it's just the interface behind the interface. Okay. Boost it. Pause it? I guess pause it for now. We've got 37. Remember to unpause it. Here we go. Right, conveyor belts have been cleaned. Right, so what I want to do then... Yeah, we're not building these until we get... so hang on. Increase priority to maximum. This has to get built. We need at least one kiln. Alright. So, U-shaped conveyors. Split the limestone... Get rid of this. Hang on. Get rid of that pipe. So, limestone goes into 3. So, let's split it into a U-shaped splitter. U-shaped conveyor. So, this one will be... what's that? What am I looking at? Width, they're not marked? Have I dropped my bit rate recently? No. Why? Does it look shit? Hang on. Let's have a look, see if anything's defaulted. Output. No, seems to be the same old bit rate. Thank you, Arc Spider. Yeah, do you think the game textures look shitty on OBS? So hang on, what do we need? We need... well, we need 50 construction parts, which I don't have. We could have a bit of a problem here. So what do we need? We need limestone blocks. Okay, can I trade for some... We've got a bit of a deficit here. Can I trade with anyone for some... There we go. Trade some wood for some concrete. There we go. Just sort that out quickly so we can get production restarted. There we go. Oopsie, fuck. There we go. Right, so bricks are here. Take those directly to the kiln. Get the kiln reinitialized, so at least we have some incoming bricks. No worries, Shiro. Not much happened. I was just whinging about an accountant again. Yeah. And I've choked... I tried to upgrade, but subsequently choked my limestone concrete production here, which is... need to get restarted. I was trying to make it all spaghettified. So we just ordered some bricks. Where are they, though? Top priority, please. High priority. Let's get this one built. That must be it there. Nope, it is not. Here we go. That must be it there. Nope, you're going there. God damn it. Sure. Oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry. Can I just build it automatically then with Unity? Can I spend? Boost. Doubles the throughput. Set recipes. Not enough products. Oh, speed. Yeah, deliver materials instantly, but I don't have those materials. Oh, no, sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, they are doing everything correctly. Because the bricks are going there, then I'll have the construction materials. Sorry, I'm being stupid. There we go. Alright. Oh, yeah, Jinx, how is that Halo money thing? Campaign Reborn. Whatever it is. Is it any good or is it poo? There we go. 24, we're going to need a few of those. Yeah, don't take them anywhere else though, just hang on. Yeah, I've paused that facility, so should be fine. Jinx says it's fun, not $80 fun, but Game Pass fun. It's not on sale for $80, is it? That's nuts. For a game that was released in what, 2001? Alright. I must admit, I had a disheartening moment many years ago when I stopped hanging out with my college friends at a certain date, and before that date I'd bought weirdly, I bought an expansion pack for Halo multiplayer maps only, that I was looking forward to playing with them, but we never did, because obviously the band broke up and never got back together. So there were a whole bunch of these Halo maps that I remember sort of exploring single player, but realizing I'm never going to play these multiplayer with my friends, and it was disheartened about that. Only for like 20 years later, the ZF guys and I started playing Halo, and all of a sudden, oh my god, I'm suddenly playing with a new batch of friends on these maps. For the first time ever, and that was quite exciting. Yeah, all of those expansion maps that just went into the rotation I was blowing up my ZF clanmates and friends on. I was like, hey, looks like it came around again. So what is going on? We're just waiting on the construction parts to finish. There's 40. Yeah, we've got a huge deficit. Thank you, Moss Caillou. Thank you very much, Moss. Okay. Well, hang on a minute. How much? We don't have a huge amount of wood. What do we have a shit ton of that we can possibly trade away? Construction parts. Does that mean pinned or products? Products. Not enough data. I think I need to sit down off stream and have a read through of all this. Thank you, Drunken Turtle and Moss Caillou. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I'm just moving my mouse. I've got sweaty hands. Come on, guys. What are we doing? It's top priority. Let's get this done. They just got consumed somewhere. Where? What? They got taken out of rotation, the construction parts. But where did they go? I don't know. I need them here at the kiln, because I put a full stranglehold on all the brick making. But that's the only, well, apart from things being built, which I'm guessing is the electrolysis what's over here. Yeah, that's where they're going. Stop. No. Stop. No, that's not the priority. You buggers, you know that's not the priority. Literally says priority 10. Oh, wait. Priority for removal. Wait, is it a different thing? Am I just a dummy-dumb? Aha. Priority for... Right, sorry, no, I'm a dummy-dumb. That's priority for worker assignment. That's priority for building. Whoops. Okay. No, it's my own damn fault. I'm just stupid. Alright. Yeah, so for those joining the stream and passing through, please know that I'm working on Valheim bullshittery. Last week I was cutting it together, resulting in an initial rough cut of about 1 hour from about 100 hours of Valheim footage. From there, after a few days, 1 hour became 35 minutes, and now 35 minutes is being subsequently trimmed but also expanded. I'm anticipating a probable rough finish of around 45 to 50 minutes for total runtime. I believe I'm on 15 to 20 minutes, sort of carefully going through the footage, moving things around and trimming things and trying to make it flow smoothly. For example, one of the things I was doing this morning while I was editing was that there's a bit where we find a carve, which is a type of boat. So I put a quick insert where we found the carve for the first time going, oh, what's this? It's a carve. And then we started the jokes that took place in the boat. And the advantage of the boat is that because we're so far zoomed out, it's easier to move all of the boat jokes together. because you can't see what armor we're wearing, for the most part. There is one exception. The troll cloak is very obvious. It's blue. So I have to chain those together. But a couple of jokes take place in, like, the late Mistlands, but because we're still in a carve, I can squish that joke in there, and then it looks chronologically correct. Yeah, that sort of stuff. As in, I'm trying to make it flow well without the audience going, "What the fuck? What was that weirdness?" Why not make 2 shorter videos? I could, Majki, but I reckon the final end product will be lesser for it. Yeah. Having a sort of piece of light entertainment and gentle comedy preceding, this is going to sound dumb, clip after clip after clip, rather than individual separate call to actions that you have to click, is simply an easier sell. Sometimes chopping something up into little pieces only harms it. Duck says, am I including the part where I sabotaged you by digging a ditch into a swamp that you fell into? I haven't found that bit, Duck. I haven't found that bit. You still remember that betrayal? No, that's not in my notes, Duck. I'm not sure which bit that is. Mini-Me, Adobe Premiere. Okay, there we go. So, so get it operational. It doesn't have to be hooked up to the conveyors. Okay. Alright. So, that's incoming coal. Right, so that's coal which needs to go to its own... Okay, I've accidentally removed the U-shaped conveyor. So put this here. Remove that. Right, okay. So this time, with more space, U-shaped conveyor, limestone. It's weird. Why? Okay, so those can be both coal or limestone. It's fine. Right. So U-shaped conveyor, coal, in. Right? But then there's not enough room for that. That's annoying. Well, I suppose it doesn't know, does it? It can't read my mind. Hang on. So U-shaped conveyor. It's bringing water. Right. Start here then. You deliver limestone here. You deliver limestone here. You deliver limestone here. Right, then try to leave as much space as we can. You are coal, and you're going to come this way. Okay, but what about... No, you need more space, don't you? So you need to be another... Yeah. Here. So leave it. So how much space do you need? That's the question. Oh, what the fuck? You can't hop it easily. It's not like a quick underground belt. You need a huge amount of room. It's weird. Okay, so you need that, right? There we go. Confirm. I see. I will unlock conveyor lifts soon. Right, so there's something I haven't got yet. Is that what's going on? Hang on. Makes sense. Right, and then you will also have the same pickle. Okay, do that. There. Okay. Confirm. So that's coal. Right. So, pipe connectors, U-shaped connect... Yeah, there. Just connect it all 3 sides. Okay, so you go here. Input. Then... Can you go around safely or no? No, we're okay. Alright. Right, yeah. Spaghetti as hell, but it works. Then a pipe connector for the water. It's going to go here. Right. Pipe connector. Then that. Right. Dark Youngling wants to kick me right now. What if I'm trying? Give me a break. Hang on. Oh, yeah, yeah, good shout. Yeah, it's a good idea. Well, doesn't the rainwater collector already come with its... Hang on. Right, okay, then go here and resume production. Right. The collector's tank is tiny. 30, okay. So what if we did a storage, fluid storage... Oh, 200. Okay, yeah. Let's go with 200 then. So input versus output. Remove this. Shift. Right. Input, yes. Output, yes. I think that's correct. Alright, let's see how we do. So have I just increased the throughput of limestone bricks? And we should probably put an output here, shouldn't we? So we should put a storage container, unit storage for concrete blocks. And its input is going to be here. Whoops. Terrain is too high. Okay. And then put a flat connector, I think. Here. Or maybe here. And then a flat connector for the finished products. Ah, we could have a problem with the terrain. Yes, collision with the terrain. Okay, we might, yeah, let the trucks handle it then. Not ideal. Unless I just leveled it myself. Why not? Go to leveling designation. Hey. Leveling designation. Up or down. I believe that's the same level, yes? And then level that, maybe. Provided I've got some spare excavators somewhere. Oh wait, I mean, literally just, here's the mining zone for limestone. Edit the current area. It's already within it. Lovely. Okay. You could save yourself a lot of resources by only using one conveyor and splitting where needed. Okay. I'm not sure I got my head around that. I am splitting when needed, am I not? Oh, is he doing the leveling? I think he is. Oh. Nope, where's he going? He's going off to do job, drive forwards. That's comprehensive. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, we're getting a total stranglehold because I need these assemblies constantly working. They're not because we do not have enough concrete slabs, which is what I'm trying to solve here. So the concrete slabs are not working because we don't have enough coal. The coal's not working because we don't have loose storage. So, top priority, please get that built. With 30 of the construction parts. So it looks like I need more bricks. Okay, so more trade then. Trade. Please go and acquire more bricks. There we go. Oh, that's iron. Hang on. No. Wood. Well, I've said a bit of iron. Just get the bricks. Alright. Absolutely, Jippo. Yeah. Half the fun in this sort of game is fucking it up and then, yeah, it's a puzzle. If you've solved the puzzle right off the bat, then what's the point of doing a puzzle? Okay. Indeed, badass. Personally, I think all of this could be streamlined by increasing sewage deliveries to sources of fresh water and to open oceans. Well, I think the sewage delivery, well, it's still continuing a little bit, but we need a continuous flow of rubber. Output is currently blocked up. Okay. Carry on. Right, get the coal input bit. Yeah, set up. Is this what gardening is like in the one bungalow? No, so the garden's doing okay. So I've harvested. Unfortunately, all of my cabbages rotted. or most of my cabbages rotted. It was a real shame. We had that really hot summer, still in the really hot summer, but it caused... I'm pretty sure it's my fault. Apparently what I'm supposed to do is you're not supposed to let the top part of the cabbage get wet, but because of the structure that I'd built around the cabbage patch to try and stop the pigeons from getting it, I could not easily access the roots to water them. So what I was doing, I was watering the cabbages from the top down. In the heat, this was causing bacterial rot. So they just rotted away. So if we were in a survival situation, I would have tried to like salvage them and eat the bits I could, but after like going, oh, this is disgusting, I decided to just bin them and try again next year. Yeah, a bit of a pity. Okay, you're waiting for trucks to come and service you, and the trucks won't unload, the ones that were with you, because they're backed up with limestone. And they're backed up with limestone because the sorting plant is backed up with limestone because none of it is getting turned into concrete because we don't have any coal. And we don't have any coal because that's not built yet. So repause that. I've made a huge fucking bottleneck all around this brick. Yeah, keep these busy. Get construction parts, get that set up. How do cabbages grow in the wild then? Does it not rain? Sure, but the cabbage... Well, the cabbage, it's around the Mediterranean, isn't it? Is that correct? It's a vegetable that's originally from around the Mediterranean. I guess there is a little bit of rot? Honestly, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe rotting doesn't matter so long as it can propagate? It only matters if we're trying to eat it? Oh, really? Brassica are native to the UK? Oh, really? Interesting. That makes sense considering the huge number of cabbage pests that oh my god, they just got devoured. A billion caterpillars. Caterpillars and pigeons and slugs. Well, not to be fair, not that many slugs. A couple of snails, but not that many. It was really difficult trying to grow them. I was like, oh my god. Also, hang on. Sorry, we don't have the star of the show on the screen. There we go. Now we do. Caterpillars are my own damn fault. There are super effective ways to deal with them, says Grumpy. How? Go out at night with a torch and a set of forceps, pick them off the plant and drown them. Done. Go out in the day with a pair of forceps, pick them off the plant and drown them. Done. You've got these pesticides which you can use, but they're not always effective and they don't only last a few days. Put nets over the top of them. The moths can get under the nets, and they do. The speed in which they lay the eggs is a fucking nightmare. Oh. Introduce caterpillar predators. Yep. Done. Done. Yeah, I know almost Kitaside. I must admit, I don't feel too good about it either, but they're eating my cabbages. They were eating my cabbages. Marigolds, yep, the whole thing's surrounded by entire rings of marigolds, Mrs. Ducky. The marigolds are now all that's left in the cabbage plots. It now looks like a plot of marigolds. Right. Okay, here we go. So loose storage. So get this built. Get these built. Flood it full of coal. Right. It's a bit boring because we're just staring at this, trying to get this done. Kirakui says, I've been getting into hydroponics myself. Fucking hell, you're deep in this shit then. Holy shit. Hydroponics? There we go. Loose storage. Coal. Okay. High priority. Can we give it high priority? Trucks can import cargo. Coal. Right. Got to put insects/animals to eat the snails and caterpillars in the garden. Yep, also done. Unfortunately, the raised beds are too high for any hedgehogs to get, and there's not enough vegetation cover for hedgehogs in my garden anyway. Someone decided to basically pave over much of the garden, which is kind of frustrating. Good for low maintenance, I guess, but it's kind of like, it's a bit, sterile. Hi there, Social. Hope you're very well. Yeah, I'm struggling with the spaghetti. So we've got coal that needs to be input here. Where is the coal? How much coal do we have? We've got quite a lot of it. It's still being mined. Good. Coal output is completely backed up, which is good. We've got lots of it. Okay, what's that? The loose storage for coal. Loose storage for coal. Wait, I did it twice? Apparently I did it twice. My mistake. Hang on. So, sorry, why is that not getting marked for demolish? Is it because I went to terraforming? No, not. Oh, I see. It's got materials in it. Waiting for unloading. Good luck with your game, almost kit aside. Alright, this one's running. I see, because it's getting a manual coal delivery. Because I didn't finish hooking it up, apparently? Nope, I didn't finish hooking it up. Okay, I suppose that's an advantage in this case. Right. Keep going, then. Alright. Have I thought about ripping up the AstroTurf and putting grass? Yes, indeed. I did ask for a quote from the landscapers that did the brick wall, and the quote that they gave me, I think they thought that they could get away. I don't know. I don't know. It was a very high quote. It felt like one of those way too high, let's see if he says yes type quotes. But yeah. I'm not paying that. That was ridiculous money. Is Valheim worth it solo? Maybe? It's Dizzy. It's a 10 out of 10 in co-op. Probably a 6 out of 10 solo. Still good. Still okay. But not what it is in co-op. In co-op, it absolutely fucking shines. You can still have fun, but co-op is where it's at. Yeah, it gets a bit tedious solo. And there's always this nagging sense of, like, you are meant to do it co-op. Like, you'll be driving the boats around and noticing it's kind of weird that the boat has this many seats. That sort of thing. Isn't every game better in co-op? Nope. Absolutely not. Played Conan Exiles recently, and while there's nothing wrong with my clanmates or whatever, that is a game that is definitely doesn't feel right in co-op. It's obviously a single-ish game where people are in proximity. The speed in which other people can basically get things that you do not and see things that you do not. It's not doing what Valheim is doing, where, okay, people are staying on rough par, and those that fall behind slightly, there's no leveling system or whatever. So just give them a piece of iron that the group has found, and bam, there you go, you're up to speed. There we go. Kilns are coming online. There we go. Can we boost it for Unity? There we go. Yeah, get as many bricks as we can. mark this as storage for the bricks. Alright. Good, we're leveling the terrain. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the zen, the digging and the excavating and the digging pits. I'm sure, well, look at this. This wasn't here before. Eventually, this is probably going to be huge. If I press L, look. Coal that I can exploit. All of these resources that I can learn about and dig and, yeah. It's going to be cool seeing it all getting pulled away by an increasing number of excavators. There's only, yeah, this is just a small ongoing operation. Look at that. Going to make a huge mound of just rock that we're mining. Yeah, we're just trying to carve a highway through here. Dynamite, you bastards. You ever heard of it? Have me or my ZF friends ever given raft a shot? Yes, indeed. I played it briefly with cyanide. There was a lot of screaming at a shark and pushing each other, or trying to push each other. And then cyanide stole my beetroot, or whatever it was. Ah, we finished researching custom surfaces. Sweet. Okay, next research project. Let's work on blueprints over here. Okay. So how are we doing now? Things should be picking up. Have I unfucked it? How many are working? Most are working. I think I've unfucked it. Okay, excellent. It seems to be mostly unfucked. In fact, hang on. While we're looking at research, what were those stackers? Advanced concrete, retaining walls. Aha! Is this what I want? Balancers. So you can already split and merge transports, but this gives you the ability to set inputs, output priorities, and ratios. Conveyor lifts. There we go. Okay. So now, can I squeeze in, now that they're leveling the terrain, put in a flat connector here, and then flat conveyors. Oh, how do I get rid of that overlay? Maybe I can't. So one convey... What the fuck? What are you doing? That's kind of weird. Alright. Output. So long as it can make it, doesn't bother me. Right, and then that will go to the factory, please. Yes? No? Yesn't? Oh, fuck me. What's the issue? There we go. Does that work? Yes? No? No. Is it because it's not level? The terrain's too high? Ah, fuck ass. The terrain is too high. Okay. Level it, please. Oh, son of a bitch. Level that, please. Right. While you're at it. In fact, never mind. Yeah, abandon this leveling designation. And work on that, please. Yep, imagine working here. What the fuck is the boss on? There we go. I mean, it's probably my fault for building it up against a mountain. Alright. Waiting for... Yeah, we need to get this done. So get this coal done. Coal input. So loose storage. I think we need more trucks. Yeah, more pickup trucks. So it'll cost us mechanical parts, rubber, and diesel. To get more of them in play. Oh, yes. And unpause that now. Alright. Sorry, what was that about a small excavator? Small excavator is struggling to find a destination it can reach. I think you got yourself stuck, so I'm going to teleport you with the Unity recovery command. Disassembling the vehicle and reassembling it back at the doodad over here. You think that's what it's doing? There we go. You are now unstuck. Yeah, the collision detection thing's a bit shitty. Alright. Okay, so please deliver resources here. Yeah, more construction. Yeah, keep these going. Is there a way that I can speed these up? No, they're still... Yeah, just need to get this problem sorted here. Right. Next says, you need to get off the idea of using a connector. Just draw a belt from the output to the input, red to green, and then use the other output to connect it to the first conveyor. Yeah? Is that a thing? Okay. Let's try that then. Hang on. Shift, 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 shift. So wait, so walk me through it. So if they're about to clear it. So to the first one, you say? Hang on. Thiefy says connectors are placed automatically if you start or end on a bit of another belt. Okay, let's give that a go then. There we go. They're clearing it. Thank you very much. Alright. How are we doing here? What do they need? Waiting for materials. They need some rubber. Rubber's being produced over here. Output is full. We're just waiting for delivery. And rubber, I think, is also getting stockpiled here. Good. Yeah, we just need more pickups. More trucks. Alright. Yeah, so sorry, for those passing straight through the stream, you're looking at a mix of Factorio meets Settlers / Tropico. That's what it feels like. It felt more Tropico and Settlers when I started. What, with trucks replacing people running around the village with little desire paths. But now that conveyor belts are turning up, it's becoming a little bit more Factorio. With a big dollop of sort of its own land, sort of deforming the landscape mining type thing. It's fun so far. I haven't bounced off it yet. It's also, it feels visually and also mechanically distinct from, obviously it is still a Factorio-like or a Settlers-like, but it's not like, okay, we're making copper coils again. I feel that's an obvious litmus test. If your like third ever resource is copper coils, then it's like, okay, I see what game you've been inspired by. Right. Would love to see a Satisfactory playthrough. I was playing a Satisfactory Lord John Boy, but it never really grabbed me. The first person element of it, I never really thought it did me... I know some people love it, but I don't think it did the game any favours, frankly. Like, maybe initially it's like, ooh, but then very quickly, when the logistics element starts to kick in, it starts to become a real hassle. There's also this is also going to sound strange, I'm not really married to this point, but somehow, with a logistics-style game, being able to sort of see the terrain in a macro sense get deformed and polluted and gradually sort of like become a playground for your empire, whatever you want to call it, your factory which must grow. Sometimes a distant perspective is more effective than, just being one of the guys down here. In the same way that an RTS game is effective from an upper perspective instead of, now you're playing as the unit on the ground. Like that Command and Conquer game tried once, the first-person shooter attempt at it. I don't know, just the tone feels stronger from up above. Hi there, Red Dragon. Okay, now let's try this thing then. So try a flat connector and then just connect it here, you say? Whoops. Hang on. That's kind of annoying. Nope. Go here. Okay. Then you said go here and... Okay. Like that? Is that efficient or inefficient? Okay. Efficient-ish? I'll take it. Okay. Right. Flat cap just came from a job interview. Good luck, Flat cap. Good luck indeed. Alright. So let's get that built as quickly as we can. Yeah, we're going to need more, more construction parts too. They're being worked on. They're pretty much all going here, which is good. Okay, boost it for a second using Unity. We need them. Alright. So I'm hoping by doing this, we pretty much triple our throughput of bricks. Engine kills. So some kilns. Taking limestone and cooking them with coal and water. What does that require? Construction parts. Yeah, we're getting choked though by construction parts and we need limestone bricks to do it. So it's a bit of an oof. Alright, there we go. So conveyor belts here have been built. The coal goes in here. We do have a shit ton of coal. Right? Yeah, we got a real shit ton of it. The output is completely full of coal. Yeah. Let's go. Get it loaded. Get it down here. Oh, sorry. At the farm, I'm with you. Oh, look at this. Add crop to a schedule. Oh, look at that. Okay. What different crops are there? Potatoes. So water plus fertility equals potatoes. Water plus manure equals fertility. I see. So we can do crop rotation to increase fertility of the fields. Okay. So... rotation? Manure? Oh, wait. Do we have manure? We probably don't have manure. Green manure. Okay. Don't think we have that yet. Right. The F2 menu, thank you very much. Farming. But might be a bit too much to read on stream. Okay. Oh, is it just letting it fallow? Let's just see what happens. Just let it sit empty, is it? And then back to potatoes? Presume it loops. Okay, so soil fertility. Natural replenishment. Alright. Yeah, well, good luck, Flat Cap. Good luck indeed. I hope you get good news about the interview. Alright. I've had some awful interviews in my time. I remember the worst part for me was just after leaving college and having to go to job interviews, and it was a case of, I don't know what I want. I don't, it almost felt like you had to just pad yourself up and just lie on your CV, which you were. When it's like, oh, what do you do? What extracurricular activities? Employers, do they give a shit about that? Like, before I knew anything about anything, as a young person just applying for jobs, I was rubbish in interviews. Absolutely rubbish. I remember I had some real stinkers where I just would panic and freeze on the spot. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So yeah, get this built. Yeah, and then hopefully our throughput of all of this should be, yeah, tripled. So we need more construction parts are on the way. Red Dragon is semi-jobless again. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, good luck, Red Dragon. Thank you, Gentle Perceptionist. Yeah, the only advice, I don't even know if this advice is horribly out of date, but make sure your CV is like a page. Keep it short and direct and to the point. Bullet points, direct. You're probably going to be competing with dozens and dozens of others, so don't prattle on. It's not going to get read. Yeah, it's probably out of date information. It's all online now, says Shiro. Yeah. Alright. Do I still use the German soda stream? Yeah, it's good. I think it's called Arca? Something? It's good. Alright. Concrete slabs, there we go. Lovely. Okay, so I'm hoping that would have solved the throughput problem of concrete. Now all through, well, 2 of the kilns are hooked up. This one, yeah, we need coal. The coal is being delivered, well, only to one of them right now. So how do I prioritize the delivery of coal? Is there like a logistics only building? Transport, vehicle depot, that's where they're built. How can I... Oh, look at that, how cool. Storage. Hang on. I did see an entry about logistics. World exploration trucks. Logistics. Okay. So when trucks become too busy, deliveries that are critical to your factory operation may not be completed on time. To help with this, you can set higher priority on places where products are needed the most. The lower the number, the higher the priority. Trucks usually wait until there's enough cargo to transport to make their trip worth it. Okay. If you want trucks to always prefer drivers fully loaded to further optimize their journey, you can disable allow partially loaded trucks. Okay. So can I just increase the priority? I don't see a priority here. No. Adjust the green bit. This bit here? Trucks keep full if under. I'm with you. This always needs to be full. This must be full. That's the requested volume. Okay, it's the fuel input for the kilns, and the kilns are making the bricks. I mean, same with the others. Same with, yeah, that must be built and kept full. That's the incoming coal for the iron. Yeah, we're getting through the iron, aren't we? Okay. Green truck was... Sorry, green truck where number 9 was up priority. I'm not sure what that means, sorry. Green truck... Oh, there. Import. Aha. Truck priority. High. Okay. What does that green bar mean? Hi there, Dr. Doom. You used to watch the DayZ content from 12 years ago. Hi there. You've just reactivated your Twitch to see what's been going on. Well, welcome indeed, Dr. Doom. Yes, since then, thanks to everyone's extreme generosity over the years, I saved up enough money to buy a house, which is... I'm over the moon at that, so thank you all of you. Who'd have thought that a stupid bunch of like videos that I was doing mostly because I was bored on a train, yeah, ended up changing my life so incredibly. So thank you all of you. That's literally how I fucking, yeah. I was just bored on a train. I had my computer with me, but I wasn't allowed to take any work home with me. That doesn't look hooked up to me. Hang on. So yeah, I was going from Brighton to London Victoria and just staring at the fucking seat in front of me. Oh, the belt is backwards, is it? Yeah, demolished shift. There we go. Oh no, wait, it's not even connected. My bad. It needs to go there. How did I even have the motivation to do that? Well, again, I was bored. Boredom. You'd be surprised what you'll do when you've got literally nothing to do. Oh, really? You can flip the belts in the pop-up for them? Can you? Ah, good to know. Thank you. This one is not connected at all, though, so I do need to... Wanking? Probably inappropriate on a Gatwick Express train full of commuters. Right. Why is my voice so dark? My voice is dark? What does that mean? There we go. Please prioritize the removal of that. Yeah, so... Yeah, just bored on a train and just started editing, and turns out I just enjoyed it. It was fun. So I kept doing it on the weekend as well. And the joke that I always keep telling the chat is, apologies for repeating it, but yeah, slowly the YouTube channel grew and grew and grew, and before I knew it, I had a total of 15,000 subscribers, and I was extremely happy. And I can assure you, I was absolutely... I was at Christmas dinner. My family was sick of it. I was like, hi, did you know I have 15,000 subscribers? Like, yes, we know. Every year, they would turn up and be like, hi, 15,000 subscribers. Anyway, so imagine how fucking insufferable I must be now. Pour out one for my poor, poor, suffering family members that have to deal with me every year. Hi! I'm like, oh, God, they're like... Hang on. Wrong one. U-shape. There we go. But yeah, fun times. Yeah. And one video per year. Oh, let's not get hasty. Half a video per year, tops. All right. There we go. Okay, so brickwork. So what's the problem now? These ones are backed up. Water? Ah, fuck ass. The water's not connected. And why is the water not connected? Because we need... increased priority, please. Waiting for materials delivery. And that, please. Increased priority. Let's get this water delivered. Get the water stockpiled and then delivered. Those 9 months gap between the Swap 4 and the Honeypot Hill was the longest wait. Yeah, sorry about that, Gillang. What happened there is that I switched over to a different bullshittery and failed to deliver it, and then switched over to Honeypot Hill. I was trying to deliver Dungeons and Dragons bullshittery, which is an animation, but it is extremely difficult. It is the toughest project I've ever done, and it's not done. Attempted. So yeah, that's why there was such an astonishingly long break there. It was a failed project. What happened to it? It's still on my hard drive. It's literally still on my C drive. But I need to regain my mojo before I tackle that fucker again. It turns out that, yeah, animation's just hard. I don't know. I don't really have any other way to explain it. It's just really, really hard. It's hard. And it's like 25 minutes long. With like a few hundred like 160 or something scenes. I can literally find out. Okay, there we go. So fluid storage. There we go. Water's going straight through to the kilns. Lovely. Production has resumed. Alright. This one is not getting water. It is, slowly, trickling in. Okay. Do we need another water collector? On the research tab, wasn't there like a well or something? Some way of getting more water? Hang on. We're working on conveyor lifts right now. Alright. Yes, indeed, nervous. And thank you for all your help. Okay. So stop boosting there. Just keep it going steadily. Yeah, we need water. This one is not getting... Yeah, there's just not enough water to be had. We need some rain. Can we take water from the sea? So water. Water extraction. No. There we go. Here comes the rain. Alright. So there is another input. How much? Only 20 construction components. Maybe I should just build a second one. Just build a second one, and can I just click the pipe? Will it let me? No, that's the farm. Transport pipe here. Right. Why do I enjoy this sort of game but not satisfactory? The perspective. A top-down perspective over your empire as it grows and pollutes the land somehow feels more effective to me than being a tiny cog that's moving around within it. Maybe it's just a personal preference thing. Right. Oh, look at that. That's loose storage for the coal. Okay, can we also subsequently increase priority? Please make sure that it's being kept topped up, please. Okay, so now... maybe I should conveyor belt this shit up. Yeah, make sure, yeah. So rather than individual trucks, let's conveyor belt this shit. So, over here, let's start planning this out, shall we? So assemblers, oh look at this. So, double the power and maintenance requirement, but it works faster. Okay, so let's put down assembler 2 and do 2 of them and see what the input change. Yeah, okay. Well, don't do 2, do 3 of them, because then we can do 3 breakaway conveyor things. Okay. And then the recipe is going to be construction components. Right. Thank you, Thera. Thank you very much there, Thera. Right. So construction components and construction components. Okay. And then it's going to be iron plates, wood, and bricks. So we'll do 3 unit storage locations, here, here, and here, right? Give them a bit of space between them. So, copy. Copy. Right. Oof. I can enable planning mode, so they won't start building it midway. Oh, interesting. How does one do that? Planning mode. Could it be down here? I see planning mode. Ooh. Planning mode is on. Can I cut them? Okay. How can I tell that they were in planning mode? Is it the white outline? Yes. Okay, that's cool. Nice. Okay, so planning mode. How can I see their inputs, though? Okay, yeah, but there. They're all interchangeable, are they? Okay. So wood... Right, so how do I do this with this new perspective, then? Let them finish building this one. And we'll just eyeball it. Here we go. So... what am I looking for? So that's wood. That would be a flat connector, I think? No, flat conveyor. Right, here. Right. And then... oh, no, how do I... brain. Should I start it with the last one first? That might have been smarter. Yes. And then... aha! Okay. Right. Move. Aha! Okay. Wood. Right. Now we're... yeah, okay, no, not there, not there. Here. Okay, so then that's... yeah. Okay, I think we've had a wee revelation here. Right, so... Oh. No, don't do that. The chat's going to get triggered. Okay, hang on. Flat conveyor. Why is it going wonky on its own? Flat conveyor. Then all the way to the end. It's handling it quite well, actually, isn't it? Just automatically hopping the gap. Right? Is that correct? I think. No? No? What have I done? Ruined? What did I ruin? 1, 2, what have I ruined? Not aligned. What's not aligned? What have you seen that I haven't seen? Oh, it's good? It's good? Is it fine? Okay, I think we're fine. Right. Don't do that to me, for fuck's sake. Okay. Now, on the other side, and this is the important bit, we need, so we need half of them to go down to the next advanced construction doopsie thing, right? So we want a unit storage for the output, I think, here, other way. Okay. But we don't, oh hang on, we don't have the splitters yet. Okay, so start from the end. You. Okay, hold. Yeah, we don't have the splitters, so it's pointless. Okay. Now, do I just let go of B? No. Yes? No? So how do I make them... go. P? P. P. Did that do anything? Oh, are they doing it? P? Ah! Marvelous! Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's good. Yeah. Alright, alright. So now, those, hopefully these will be replaced, and we'll see if the throughput increases much. If the production stat increases. So let me have a look. So go to construction parts. What am I looking for? So current date, last year. So total 32. Built, production 20. Okay. 30, 20, 20. Okay. Right. Here they go. Right. For now, let me just pause that. Please freeze your operations just to, focus on getting this operational. Dark says if you right-click on an icon of an item, you can see its ratio. Ah, okay. Production. What's that? Sorry. Recipes that are available. Okay. Neat. Here we go. Yeah, for those joining the stream, you're looking at almost like a Tropico meets Settlers meets Factorio thing. With your individual settlers being trucks and excavators driving around, leaving little desire paths as they go, which is kind of cool. There's an excavation and terraforming thing, where the things you're mining are sort of like you're deforming the terrain as you're extracting, which I think is quite zen, it's quite cool. For example, this is going to be an eventual coal pit. We're just excavating. If I press L, all that coal and all the other resources dotted around. Yeah. Okay, our kilns are looking a bit healthier. So water, how are we doing? Still a bit of not a huge amount of water, mind you. Is the water flowing? It's going to sound weird, but the soundtrack is almost Operation Flashpointy. Right. Yeah, it's very Operation Flashpoint, isn't it? With the guitar. working. Okay. Right, so please get that built, and then when it is, we'll pause these or switch them off or do whatever and see what the throughput says. There they go. Look. Construction parts ahoy. Please increase the priority for this construction. The OST doesn't really fit, if you ask me. Maybe. There we go. I love all the little details with seeing the actual parts in the, like, it seems weird, like you would build a storeroom but not actually put the parts in the storeroom, but for the sake of visual inspection, it's cool seeing all the individual different looking things. Alright. Did I get bored of Dyson Sphere? Yeah, I bounced off it pretty quick. Thank you, Ziskari. What's out of it? Yeah, oh, good. We built more vehicles. 46 now. Stable status. Alright. There we go. Get that storeroom operational, please. Wood? That was a wood delivery. Oh, of course. I need to specify wood in that one, if you please. And iron in that one, if you please. And... oh, my brain's dense. What was the other thing? Concrete slabs in the other one. Alright. Oh, sorry. Should I put my viewing again? Oh my god. Alright. Z-Man, it just didn't grab me. It lacked the little attention to details, and also it had a frankly awful opening dialogue tutorial thing. It was the most, English thing that I've played recently, with lots of sort of big, haughty-sounding, mythological figure-type words, but narrated by something that was either AI or a dude reading from a script that was clearly malformed. The script would be telling you to extricate the Zeus stratagem with your gun Tourette's or whatever. It's like, what the fuck does any of that... word salad. It was word salad. Alright. Okay, sorry, wait a minute. None of those conveyor belts are going to get built unless I unpause this, so... unpause it and boost it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, these are... yeah, this is the next thing I need to automate. I'm sure spectating squirrel. Abelard, announce me. His Highness, Lord Lump Beef Broth von Valentius would like to inform you that you are ordered to name your firstborn child after him. Marvellous. Abelard, cut his balls off. Wait, pickup is struggling. Defines destination. What's this? Sorry. What's the problem? You're trying to get over here, but you can't. Oh, wait a minute. Have I blocked off all access? So it's a blast furnace. It requires something. I know not. What is it trying to do? Oh, slag. I didn't put any outputs for slag. What do I do with slag? What is that? What is slag? Hang on. You dump it? No, I mean, like, is it a unit? As in flat conveyor, or is it a loose storage? Okay, loose storage. So go loose storage and define slag. Sorry, it's too much fun to say. Alright, and then a U-shaped conveyor. Start with the rearmost one. Use slag. There we go. Lovely. Wait, oh. You know what? I could fix that, or I could do that and forever trigger the chat. So there we go. That's what we're doing. All right. Also, pardon me, I'm just going to go to the fridge and grab a beverage. One moment, please. Okay, there we go. Right. I mentioned at the... Yeah, Lulu followed me. I mentioned at the start of the stream that when I got back to the bungalow after Lulu's walkies this morning, I noticed that the kitchen was all grubby and grimy, and I was like, ugh. So what started was a sudden, like, a frantic cleaning frenzy, where I started moving things and wiping down surfaces, and now it looks lovely. But yeah, I was having a sort of moment of, nope. This environment looks filthy, and therefore it's not good for one's mental health. So clean, 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 clean. Thank you, Ziskari. Thank you, Theros SPQR. Thank you, Spartan Crusader and Ruben. Or would that be Thera, the Senate, and the People's Republic of Rome? Thank you, Exile. Thank you very much, there, Exile. Okay. Randomly, the other day, I was just doing a bit of background reading. I was like, I was reading about the colonization of America. And of course, the first thing that came up is that the Vikings did it first. And I thought to myself, how do we know? How do we know that they did it first? And apparently, we found a settlement. We've found a settlement that is, not we, like obviously the Canadians did. They found a settlement which is weirdly Viking, fits all the criteria. I think they did radiocarbon dating, which matches the Viking era, and then apparently there are oral tales of it that survived the journey to America. They didn't stay; they just gathered resources mostly, and apparently it happened at a time where there was a little ice age, so it was much harsher weather than expected. But yeah, fascinatingly, they actually they were in the Americas. They did it. They made the journey. I was like, God damn. Yes, they went around the top, so they went from Greenland, then round again to, is it Newfoundland? And then continued on their way down. So they didn't just cross the open Atlantic, they went around the top. Apparently they might have also had some hostile encounters with the actual Americans. So apparently there was a reference to, there's like a generic reference to sort of native foreign people. And they might have actually gone to blows with them. This one's struggling. Why is it struggling? Recover you. Right, hang on. Whoop. Dog. Okay, so over here, we need to get these conveyor belts finished. Can we... What's the problem? What's going on? Waiting for resources. They're still working. Yeah, these need to be prioritized. Oh, wait. Can they not get there because of the conveyor belts? Disable truck import/exports in the middle of the iron furnace to make it not yell at you that they can't reach it. Disable truck. Gotcha. Oh, look, there's the slag. There we go. Slag is building up. Presumably, we got to go dump that somewhere. Oh, Jake, you got promoted. Congratulations. More importantly, Jake, is it more money? Promotions and incentives and all that at work do not mean jack shit unless they pay you more. Okay, waiting for materials delivery. Yep. Oh, wait. I didn't know that. It does need construction parts number 2. Okay, so this needs to go all out then. Shit. Right. Mr. Faye says I'm doing so well at my 9 to 5 that they keep giving you more work. This sucks. Yeah, well, be sure to put your foot down. Maybe playfully at first, but then get sterner. You want more money. I did not tell the storages to get filled, did I? Which storages? These ones? Or these ones over here? Next says here, yes. That's true. I assigned them... Yeah, you're right. So please try to keep full. All the way full. Priority of... priority of 3. You're right. Yeah, we need to get those full. I mean, this one should already be operational. Okay. So what does this actually require? These only require electronics and construction parts. So we should probably build these here, maybe. Electronics are going here. Here's the electronics manufacturer, but we don't have a huge amount. Okay. There we go. Filling them up. So that's wood, lumber, more lumber. Yeah, copper needs to get fixed as well. Yeah. So this stream, we've sorted out the kilns. Yep. Sort of. What are they struggling with? Nothing? Why is this one not working? Waiting for product. It's working now. Not enough water? Seems not enough water. Okay, so more rain collectors then. Until we find a better way. It's going to have to be rain collectors. Okay. So, yeah. For now, obviously, again, it's not ideal. I'm sure there are... Because I saw them on the research tree. Oh, wait a minute. Can I research them now? Maybe. Settlement water. What's that? Groundwater pump. So pumps water from the ground deposit, which is replenished during rain. Has to be built on top of the groundwater deposit. Begin the research, and I believe, fortuitously, whoopsie, there is in fact a close water deposit. Press L. Yes, marvellous. Okay, we'll get that water. We'll pump it up, and we'll feed it directly into the kilns. Lovely. All right. Okay, so these ones, lovely. Okay, that one should now, so waiting for products. You're waiting for concrete bricks. It's this one. Okay. Right. So is there a way that maybe I should just, hang on. Can I copy this, please? Copy that facility. Move it over here, please. And then... Oh, no. Is that... No. Is that automatically splitting? Basically, I need some left over in the construction yard. Output to belts... Oh, yeah. Oh, wonderful. Output to belts only if above 100, or like half. Okay. Right. Okay. Output to belts only if above 100. Because we need stuff for other stuff. Okay. Then, probably not going to be its final place, but at least it'll be automated for the sake of getting everything going. What am I doing? Flat conveyor. No, it's backwards. Oh, put it. Fucking fuck ass. Hang on. Shift, rotate, click. Yeah. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. Lovely. All right. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. That's what I am. Although we only have, is that 8 electronics in there? Why do we have only 8 electronics? Because the assemblers making the electronics are not switched on because they don't have any copper. Why don't they have any copper? Because we're not doing copper electrolysis yet because none of it's operational. Okay. Output is full with impure copper. So let's at least get one copper electrolysis thing going. Hang on. So smelting, metal casting, copper. Oh, look at that. Rotary kiln. Ooh, this looks fun. Copper electrolysis. What does it even look like in it? There we go. Copper electrolysis requires water, which we've got over there. Right, at least build one. Uno. Okay, hang on. Copper in. Yeah. Okay, there. Right, remove you. Don't know why you're there. Okay, then flat conveyor, please. Straight in. Pipe, please, from the water. Straight in. Thank you kindly. Have it keep going. Confirm. And then have that go there. Yes? No? Shit, fuck. What have I done? Pipe. Yes? No? Am I dumb? Oh! It's the elevation. It's all good. Okay, at least get some copper being electrolysis size thing. So we have a little bit of throughput. Okay. How are you guys doing here? Not too bad, actually. Why have you stopped? You've both stopped because... Loading cargo. Waiting for truck. Here comes your truck. The truck is going miles away. Why? It's probably taking it all the way to an ore sorting location. So you're filling up the truck with rock. Alright. But then where is the truck and dirt? Where is the truck going? Sure, Aquino, but I was trying to just dump it directly. I didn't really want to take it to an ore sorter, and they were doing that. See? Some of them are doing that. But those are the global dumping rules, aren't they? Right, so where are you going to go now? So you're going... Oh, yeah. Why are you dumping it there? You're dumping it there, but there's literally a dump site here, bro. Okay. Dumping designation. You can reach it, right? I think. Green? It means you can reach it. I don't know. Maybe because in its brain it's physically closer? I don't know. Build a mine control tower at the dumping ground. Yeah, see? Done. Ta-da. Bingo. Okay. Well, it's working on it, just very slowly. I'm loving this. This is cool, though. Okay. Right, what is the time? Shit, I need to get on with work soon, but I'm having fun. Right. Okay, are you hooked up? Yes, you are. You're running. Let's boost you. Let's go. Haul ass. Make as many of those as you can, please. Go, go, go. Right. Okay. Circuits are currently the backlog. Get that going. Increase priority, please. Increase priority to urgent priority. Thank you. Get this electrolysis thing operational. All right. Let's go. Let's go. All ass. How many construction? Yeah, only 15. So keep going. Churn those out like crazy. Lovely. I can insta-build them with Unity. Insta-build them with Unity. Set recipes. It's working pretty quickly with Unity already. Oh, the buildings. I'm with you. Good shout. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, so for Unity... Oh, well, we need the products to do that. Okay. Right, keep channeling them in there. So when it reaches 100... they'll start being fed this way into this. Alright. So let's say trucks do not export and do not import. Okay? Actually, you can export, obviously, but don't import. Let the belts handle everything. Don't jump the belts. Okay, wait, they're currently taking construction resources where? Oh, it's... okay. Right, yeah. Pause you. In fact, remove you. And let's remove all of you. There we go. Let's see what happens. That's electronic storage. Remove you. Okay. Move all. Yeah, move it all there. Your iron storage. Let's also remove you. All right. That's probably a bit of a mistake putting that there when I could have... Ooh, hang on a minute. Haven't I unlocked those new things? Hang on. Ooh, what are those new things called? Flat, loose, fluid, molten. These things, a flat lift. What happens if I lifted it up to make a bridge thingy? I suppose it wouldn't... It's probably easier to just... Hang on. Flat lift moves products up or down. Okay. Fuck it, let's give it a try. Play with it. Shift click this whole conveyor belt. Oh shit, you're right. Oh, nuts. That was dumb, what I just did. I'm a dummy dumb. Because I need this. So hang on. Okay, stop. No, I'm stupid. Trucks can import. Get this working. I can't build these new factories without the construction thing. Yeah, okay. Thank you, SD Pepper. Here we go. So, now start delivering it straight here. Let's haul ass. Boost. Alright. Ah, copper production. Lovely. Oh, look at all these rewards. Lovely. 80 construction tier 2 components. Some cement, I think. Fuel. More construction components. Nice. Keep going. We've got a big boost there. That should help a lot. So use Unity to automatically build that. There we go. Right. Now we're talking. Okay, now. Again, this is not going to be its final place for it anyway, but I'm just curious to see it in operation. What happens if I put down a U-shape, no, a flat lift, right? Here? No. Computer says no. Computer says yes? No? Put it in planning mode. What was it again? Pause tool. B. Flat lift. B. Thank you. Planning mode. Okay. Right, that's making it go up or down. Right. Input and output. Check my messages. Refugees are bringing supplies. That's very nice of them. Okay, click and then move that. Alright. Then, okay. Like that. Make a bit where the trucks can drive underneath it. That's my logic. Okay, and then just come down again. So that's a way of doing it while saving space, isn't it? So flat lift here. Right. Click. Then up. Obviously, yeah, again, this is not going to be its final configuration, but... Alright. Click. And then... No? One more? Yeah. Cool. See what it looks like. Press P. Then P. Nope. Was it P? Yeah. Then confirm, turning into a blueprint. Alright. Yeah, it looks dumb. Yeah, let me just cook. Let me just see what it does. Alright. And then the trucks can presumably get underneath them. They can. Okay, look. So, construction parts are already up to 200. Obviously, we just got a whole bunch from that mission. Lovely. No longer power it with Unity. Alright. There we go. And look at that. Okay. Right. Yes. OSHA recommends that you do not put your hand in the arm-breaking conveyor belt machine. There we go. Nice. And straight down, and the trucks can drive underneath it. Right. Okay, so while that's underway, let's try and get the copper production sorted now, because that's going to be our next bottleneck. Are the trucks stuck? I don't think they're stuck. Right. Cool. Yeah, I think we're steadily creeping there, aren't we? We're getting there. So, how are we doing here? So the kilns are still... Well, yeah, everything looks fine. Did I finish researching that water pump? I don't believe I did. It's still underway, 85%. Okay. Stockpile diesel. So disable truck imports from the new diesel storage. Okay. We'll do that in a bit. Hang on. Close that for now. Let's go sort out the copper everything. Right. So, electrolysis. So, not enough input. Here it comes. So, raw chunks of copper. Impure copper. With water. Oh, look at this. So what's the issue? It is working, it's just taking time. I think we just need more throughput. Okay. So 24 apiece. I see. So is it 2 for 2? So 12. So 2 for 1, sorry. There we go. Yes, ratios are the issue, says Dark Youngling. So someone did say that you could see the ratios. Did they say by right-clicking on it? Right-clicking on it. As in showing me how many of facilities that I can see. Look at that. That's cool. I love the detail. Yeah, this is how it should be. Yeah. It's all about the devil's in the details. Seeing the little... Even if it's a simple little repeated animation. Not just a thing that goes up and down. Beep, beep, beep. See the little, things being made. Right-click on the icon. Like here, maybe? Consumption. It's copper. So copper, 60 seconds. What am I looking at? It's this one, isn't it? Nope. Water, this one. Okay. Oh. Groundwater pump has been researched. Okay. So let me put it... Yeah, okay, so we're getting copper gradually, but obviously we need to improve throughput dramatically. So that's copper input alongside coal. Slag is also going to build up as well and cause problems for us. Okay, so put us back into blueprint mode, if you please. B, yes? No? Yes, blueprint mode. Okay, so if I were to remove all of this... Oh no. Never mind. Remove it anyway. Sorry, we'll redo it. Just going to move it back a bit, redo it. Okay. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. 3 of them in a row. With water coming, just putting a bit more space. Move them here, maybe. I mean, actually, I'm thinking about that. That's where we're going to put the thing. The highway. So maybe this open space up here? Maybe move them all? Is there any groundwater over there, maybe, that I can pump? Hello, groundwater. Not a bad idea, then. We'll put it up here. I mean, obviously it'll be a little bit longer for them to drive now, but when this is cut through, which shouldn't be too long, I hope. Okay, so please remove Control-C. Yeah, copy all of this and move it up here. Give a big open space, if you please. Here. Right. Hi there, Shiro. You died? Welcome back. So I've managed to, this stream, sort out the kiln problem. So now the kilns are running smoothly, question mark. No, they're not, because they need more water. They're really thirsty. Okay, let's instead remove these and get a groundwater pump. Okay, so pumps water from the ground for electricity. Then put the groundwater pump over here. Stick it pretty much in the middle. See if one is enough. And then we're going to put a pipe here. Move it straight this way. You know what, just in case trucks need to move up and down. Let's do that, maybe. Track it through the forest like that. Yeah, to keep it out of their way. Seems sensible. Along the side of the farm we go. Right. And then down it goes. Well, it will in a minute. Right. Confirm. Delete, shift, remove that pipe. Delete, shift, remove that pipe. This will feed the kilns. Okay. Shit, I've run out of time this morning, but I'm having too much fun. I need to go and get on with my job. Those bullshitteries are not going to edit themselves. Okay, these aren't connected, are they? No, they're not connected because this was before I understood how it worked. So now what I need to do is I need to remove, copy, flip them around this way. Yes, no, terrain too low. Terrain too low? Just wait a second. Oh really, I could have just installed a connector. Okay, my bad. Terrain too low. Oh wait, sorry, no, my bad. I just clicked it, so I've raised it. There we go. There we go. And then pipe, pipe. Yes. There we go. Put those there. And that one, you maybe put like a third. There we go. Then we'll get rid of that one once these are constructed. Cool. Oh yes, of course. In blueprint mode, so press P. Confirm. Lovely. Sweet. Yeah, evil this is indeed, but yeah. I'm a man of two jobs, essentially. And the videos take a lot of, many hours in the day, so I've got to pull my finger out. Wait, water pump blueprint? Oh, yeah. Thank you. So confirm. Lovely. And then also make sure that the pipe is hooked up. Just take us off blueprint mode for a minute. Nope. Oh, okay. Try that. Let's see if the water pump fills up the water because the kilns are getting choked. Here we go. coming together, isn't it? So how are we doing? If I go to the statistics for construction components, here we go. So, nope, that's the right click. I want to go here. So construction parts have gone. Have they gone to the moon? 8.3 over the last year? Wait, sorry, how do I see the breakdown with the bar? Trade, blueprints, world map. What was it again? That's like a codex. How do I see the graph? Sorry. Total. There we go. Totals. Okay, totals over the last 10 years. Total production in green. Oh. Doesn't feel greater. 32, 32. Well. Oh, okay. Doesn't feel pretty spectacular. Oh no, holy shit. Okay, quantity down there. So we've gone from 62 stockpiled all the way up to 600. I see, storage is full, so no production. I'm with you. That's why. Okay. So yeah, I need to expand these assemblers here then and get tier 2 assemblers being mass produced quickly. Okay. Get this water hooked up. There we go. Pipe constructed. Water, is it flowing? Not yet, it seems. Is the pump constructed? The pump is constructed. Here we go. So every minute, 48 units of water is being pumped from the ground. There we go. It's going down this pipe. Where it's going into storage here. Let's have a look. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn it, we ran out. Is it every... Okay, more than one pump? I'll just give it a minute. 48 units. Where's it going? Oh really? Does it slowly make its way down the pipe? Oh, see, you can literally see in the glass. Oh my god, it's that level of detail. Look at that. There it is. Hey! I love that. The attention to detail on it. The individual parts of being like, okay, yep, full of water now. There we go. And it's pretty cool. Water. And here we go. It's being drawn immediately into the kilns for the sake of making bricks. Look, water, no water, water, no water. So do we need more than one pump? There we go. Maximum. We might... Look at the recipe and calculate it. Oh yeah. So every 60 seconds. Right. There should be plenty of water then, right? Every 60 seconds we get 48 units of water. There should be loads. Oh no, wait. It's not taking the full amount. Yeah, probably needs more than one. Okay, just give it a second pump. Right. So, water pump, groundwater pump. Stick another one just here. Along, maybe a bit further along. Right. This is fun though. I'm enjoying this. There we go. Right. So, what do we need? Yes, well, we need to increase our production of construction part tier 2, so we expand this next to have a similar facility next door. Right. Thank you for watching, folks. I do need to leave it there. I would love to keep playing. I'm having a lot of fun, but I do have to... Yeah, I've got to get on with my job today. So, oh yeah, I didn't confirm this building. So what I'm doing is I'm currently working on Valheim bullshittery. Last week I was cutting it together. I took about 100 hours of Valheim live streams, and I cut together about 1 hour, a video that's about 1 hour long. From there, I trimmed it down to 35 minutes. What I'm doing now is a third assembly cut, I suppose, where I'm going through it. I think I've reached about 20 minutes. Where I'm making it watchable. So I'm going through and I'm smoothing it and moving clips around and, yeah, busy. So I've done no text or animation work. It's just the base cut, essentially. So I've got lots of work to do. So between now and 8 o'clock, I'll be pretty much in this chair doing just that. Right. Give it a save. But thank you for being here. And thank you for subbing SD Peppers and Exile and Ziskari and Thera. Thank you, all of you. Hang on. Right, quit out of there. Time to go and be productive. Yeah, thank you all of you for being here, folks. Have a lovely afternoon. I will leave you in the company of Sam. What's he doing? He's playing Sons of the Forest, weirdly enough, so you can ask him about his, I don't know, judge him by what he's dressed his companion in, I suppose. Hang on. Right, here we go. Thank you all of you, and have a lovely, lovely afternoon.